you are in court because your attorney is late.
Okay, so we only take a record in this court when the judge tells you to? Is this a tactic on the court's part to attempt to wear out the defendant so they can't access their right to trial?
Oh, stop interrupting me.
Well, we're not on the record,
Stop interrupting me.
right? I mean, we're not in
Stop
court. There's no record.
interrupting me.
I mean, that's the reason I don't come to your court at 9, because I know in another court,
Sir,
things
here's your
can actually occur.
Today's situation is a little different because normally it's the defendant who gets completely called out, but this time it's an attorney who just keeps talking, and Judge Boyd ends up strongly criticizing him for his behavior, which honestly feels justified after seeing what happened, since lawyers are expected to remain professional in court rather than throw fits when rulings don't favor them. So share your thoughts about this case in the comments as you watch, and now let's jump right in and see Judge Boyd firmly put this overly dramatic attorney in his place.
All right, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked everyone else. Has an acknowledgement of discovery been done? Because I don't have it in the court's file.
I have signed a few of them at this point.
All right, so has there been any new discovery?
Not to my knowledge.
All right, so you can make sure that the acknowledgement of discovery, the state actually has it and the court has it, because it's not in the court's file. And Odyssey is doing things on its own. So I'm gonna have y'all come back tomorrow. You're not number one on the docket.
Okay.
There are a couple of cases that are ahead of you, so those cases may end up going for 4 years. We'll just see where we are, okay?
That's correct.
Respectfully, Your Honor, Mr. Rios always appears, always waits all day. This is impacting his employment. We would ask that if we're not likely to be called tomorrow, that we be released. Additionally, I have experts for this trial that we have attempted to bring in, but we never know, and because the case is older now, when we should bring those experts in. So I'm gonna have to approach the court and request additional funds for those experts if we're reset. So I would ask the court either to give us some preference tomorrow for trial, or if we can't do that, to release Mr. Rios so that he can go to work.
All right, be here exactly at 9:30, okay?
Okay, yes.
All right, I'll supposed to be here exactly at 9:30.
You understand? Now, Your Honor, respectfully, every time we come to court, we lose an entire day of work ourselves too. This is not typical of most of the courts in this county.
Oh, yeah, it is very typical.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
You can say that, Judge, but I practice on
And
the
say
courts.
that, and it very is typical, because every attorney that's here has a case that's set for jury trial. And this is what ends up happening. What ends up
Happening is I will allow people to go to civil cases to be out of county, and then their client is sitting here waiting for them. And for some reason, that's the court's fault. That's not the court's fault when attorneys are not showing up at 9 or whatever, and then they stroll in at 9:30 or 9:45. So what I'm telling you all, 9:30, see y'all at 9:30. Thank you. Coordinator will give you a reset form.
Understood, Your
All
Honor.
right,
I'm
thank
trying to make
you.
a record. I don't see the court reporter typing.
What?
Okay, so we only take a record in this court when the judge tells you to? The case was called.
No, the case wasn't called. When I call the case, I call it by the style of the case.
Okay.
All right? All right, so I'll see y'all at 9:30.
Judge, I have to ask you, is this a tactic on the court's part to attempt to wear out the defendant so they can't access their right to trial?
Today's situation is a little different because normally it's the defendant who gets completely called out, but this time it's an attorney who just keeps talking, and Judge Boyd ends up strongly criticizing him for his behavior, which honestly feels justified after seeing what happened, since lawyers are expected to remain professional in court rather than throw fits when rulings don't favor them. So share your thoughts about this case in the comments as you watch, and now let's jump right in and see Judge Boyd firmly put this overly dramatic attorney in his place.
Oh. I find that very inappropriate to say when there is no proof and people are just throwing things out. Now, what I can tell you, and I'm sure your client is aware, sometimes when we end up coming to court, we come to court because there are discovery issues. Sometimes when you're in court, you are in court because your attorney is late. And when I say late, I mean that when a case is scheduled in this court and it's scheduled for 9 a.m. and attorneys go to different courts because they want to go to different courts first, it is not the court's fault that you're sitting here for 12 o'clock or 1:30 or coming back over break. Number one, I have a lunch break. And there was a point in time where I would not take a lunch break. And the reason why I wouldn't take a lunch break is because I said, you know what?
Make a record?
I've been a defense attorney. And when I was a defense attorney, what I would always do, I'm like, I have to be in like 5 courts. It would be nice if they could stagger their docket. And so sometimes I would be here, we wouldn't have a lunch break, and I would be here till 3 o'clock. And then you know what I discovered? When I would say that I'm going to be here till 3 o'clock, I'm working through lunch, other attorneys, you know what they would end up doing? Then they wouldn't show up in the morning. They would just show up at 1:30 or whatever, because they're like, oh, the judge is going to stay there. So I stopped doing that because I need a lunch break. And that's what happens.
So then my other question, I guess, is if you're not doing this to cause the hardship, it obviously causes on all the attorneys and the defendants. Are you doing this for the YouTube? Because we don't have a record, right? Except for the YouTube.
Yes, here's the thing. You're to be back tomorrow at 9:30. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. And once you sign the reset form, you'll be here tomorrow. If somebody goes before you, somebody goes before you. Your counsel is well aware, or should be well aware, if he's been practicing in Bexar County,
For almost
that
20
there
years.
are
This guy has been practicing in this county for nearly 20 years, and there is absolutely no way, there is genuinely no way, that he should be giving off such shady, underhanded vibes, like the type of attorney who would take your case in some back alley and then forget to even appear in court. And the nerve of this man, the sheer nerve of this clown, to accuse Judge Boyd of using her YouTube stream to make money is honestly unbelievable, because that is completely outrageous. My assumption is that she probably just uses YouTube for transcripts or record purposes, but this guy is clearly stretching things right now. She is literally running a courtroom in the United States while he is acting as if she is some Twitch streamer chasing donations. And at this stage he either seems like he is trying to provoke her into losing her temper for some strange reason, or he is simply one of the most out-of-touch attorneys I have ever seen. And as for the defendant, blink twice if you are doing okay, my friend.
of cases that are on the docket for jury trial. So for example, I had approximately 40 cases down for jury trial today. And what ends up happening, sometimes people who are in custody take precedent because their cases are
I'm
older than
asking for a
yours.
record, by the way.
You understand? Because they're older than yours. So that's what happens. So then what
When
ends
things are
up
being paid,
happening,
there should be a record, right?
excuse me, stop interrupting me.
Well, we're not on the record,
Stop interrupting me.
right? I mean, we're not in
Stop
court. if there's no record.
interrupting me.
Sir, here's your reset form at 9:30.
So what ends up happening, sir, is that people who are in custody, sometimes their cases take precedent. And the reason why it takes precedent is because their cases are older and because the jail is overcrowded. Now, as you may or may not be aware, I call the docket all the time at 9 a.m. And sometimes when I call the docket at 9 a.m., defense attorneys are not here. Your attorney knows when he has not been here at 9 a.m. and then you have to wait. And you
Judge,
need
you're
to
aware
be
that every
here,
court starts at 9.
and you need to
I have
be
other
here,
cases.
and you
right?
need to be here at 9. So when your attorney is somewhere at another court, you know what ends up happening? Your attorney has made the choice to have you sit here and go to another court before
Well,
coming
that's not
here.
exactly true
You
because all of
understand?
those courts got
All right,
business
good luck to
accomplished.
you.
All
Thank
of us
you.
got
Thank you,
recalled
sir.
today,
Thank you,
right,
sir.
Judge? So, I mean, what did we accomplish?
Have a nice
today?
afternoon, sir.
I mean, that's the reason I don't come to your court at 9, because I know in another court,
Sir,
something's
here's your
gonna actually
reset.
occur.
Sir,
And their courts have exactly the same
Sir.
jurisdiction.
right this way, sir.
Do not go anywhere just yet, everyone, because this fool is still not finished. Judge Boyd is about to move on and call her next case, but this guy keeps hanging around and refusing to step away like he does not know when to leave.
Hi. All right, Mr. Guzman.
Yes.
All right, so before the interpreter came, and correct me if I'm wrong, your attorneys came forward to let me know that they just received a new indictment. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and so that indictment, excuse me. Step away.
I was doing what the court ordered me to do and checking on the discovery.
All right, so what ended up happening is your attorneys All right. I feel like things have really changed the way people treat people, which I find very odd.
Honestly, I am completely on Judge Boyd's side in this situation because the lawyer was supposed to be there at 9 a.m., yet he showed up whenever he felt like it, became upset when the judge made him wait since he was late, and then threw a tantrum when she explained the reality of the circumstances, even though courts operate on strict schedules for a reason and judges have extremely full dockets. As she mentioned, she had 40 trials that day, and attorneys are expected to arrive on time. Just like any other professional, with the key word being professional, yet this man seemed to believe he could stroll in late and receive special treatment, and the way he completely fell apart under pressure was, in my view, entirely unprofessional, as he is a grown adult behaving like a child who missed a snack before nap time. And if someone is going to throw a fit in open court because a judge did not reorganize her entire schedule for them, perhaps they should reconsider practicing law. Since emotional stability is essential when defending people's rights, so let me know whose side you are on in this case, because from my perspective Judge Boyd is absolutely correct, although you may see it differently. And with that I will conclude here, so if you enjoyed this court video be sure to like and subscribe for more since I post daily. Stay tuned for more intense courtroom moments and strong reactions like this one, and let me know your thoughts on this hearing. Thank you all for watching and take care everyone.